my esteemed sister and brother judges, learned Advocate General of Kerala, learned Deputy Solicitor General of India, Vice President of Bar Association of Kerala High Court, President of the Bar Council of Kerala, President of the Kerala High Court Senior Advocates Association, President of the Kerala Women Lawyers Federation, Law Officer of Central and State Governments, respected senior advocates, members of the bar, officers and staff of the registry, family of Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, ladies and gentlemen. We are assembled here to mourn the sad demise of Sri Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, former judge of this court, who left us for his heavenly abode on 20th February 2024 at Thrissur. Justice Sankaranarayanan was born on 14th June 1939 in a prestigious family of Ottapalam in Palakkad district as son of late Advocate Sri K.V. Iyer and Srimati Thankamal, a homemaker. After completing his school education, Justice Sankaranarayanan obtained degree in Bachelor of Science from the Government Victoria College, Palakkad. Following the footsteps of his father, he pursued law and obtained law degree from Madras Law College. And after his enrollment as an advocate on 14th August 1961, Justice Sankaranarayanan started practice in civil matters at the Municipal Court and Sub-Court Ottapalam under Advocate Sri S.V. Iyer and P.V. Suryanarayan Iyer, who were doyens of the bar at that time. After a successful practice of 9 years, Justice Sankaranarayanan joined the Kerala Judicial Service as Munsif on 26 January 1971 and worked as such in different stations. In the year 1982, he was promoted as sub-judge and thereafter in 1984 was promoted to the cadre of district and session judge and worked in the capacity at various stations in the state. While working as the district judge at Thiruvananthapuram, as a recognition of his administrative abilities, sincerity and dedication to duties, he was appointed as a registrar of this High Court on deputation, and at that time when there were only 2 registrars to look after the affairs of the High Court and the district judiciary. He continued in the post from 1st June 1992 to 31st January 1996. In 1996, he was appointed and posted as the District and State Transport Appellate Authority, Ernakulam. While working in that post, he was elevated to the bench of this court as an additional judge on 14th January 1997. Thereafter, he became permanent judge of this court on 18th December 1998. After serving this court as a judge for a period of 4 years and 5 months, he retired from services on attaining the age of superannuation on 14th June 2001. As a judge of this court, Justice Sankaranarayanan has dealt with cases in all branches of law. His erudition in civil and criminal law is unchallenged. His judgments also have distinct qualities of simplicity and clarity. I am informed that he always maintained the decorum of the court. I am also informed that Justice Sankaranarayanan was a person with unique personality. Simplicity is the hallmark of his personality. He is fondly remembered by the bar and the bench for his clear thinking and lucid approach. Justice Sankaranarayanan is survived by his wife, Srimati D. Savitri, and only daughter, Mrs. Sita, who is settled abroad. Along with the beard, we deeply mourn the demise of Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Honorable the Chief Justice of High Court of Kerala, Mr. Justice Ashish Jindra Desai, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Kerala, Srimati Jisa Susan Thomas, Vice President of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, the Chairman of the Bar Council of Kerala, President Kerala High Court Senior Advocates Association, President Kerala Federation of Women Lawyers, law officers of the state, Deputy Solicitor General, Senior Central Standing Council, Taxes and other law officers of the central government, senior advocates, esteemed fellow members of the bar, members of the family of late Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, Registrar General, registrars and staff of the High Court, staff of the Advocate General's Office, advocates, clerks, ladies and gentlemen. Rabindranath Tagore said thus, I quote, "We come nearest to the great when we are great in humility," unquote. According to Albert Einstein, he believed that a simple and unassuming manner of life was best for everyone. Today, we have gathered here to condole the sad demise of late Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, who was equally a humble and unassuming human being as he was an erudite and scholarly judge. His Lordship, late Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, was born to late Sri Karumanasheri Venkadathri Iyer and late Srimati Tangammal on 14/6/1939 at Ottapalam in Palakkad district. His Lordship's father was a lawyer who practiced mainly at the courts at Ottapalam. His Lordship had his schooling at Ottapalam School, graduated in science from Victoria College, Palakkad, and later acquired a degree in law from the then Madras Law College, presently Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, Chennai. His Lordship enrolled as a lawyer on 14/8/1961 and started practice in the courts at Ottapalam under the tutelage of his father. Upon the demise of his father, his Lordship practiced along with advocates A.B. Subramania Iyer and P.B. Suryanarayana Iyer. His Lordship often used to describe himself to have been a reluctant entrant to the profession and that he was a diffident lawyer to start with. However, his Lordship burned the midnight oil to master the noble profession. Hard work paid, and soon his Lordship gained confidence and carved a niche for himself in the Ottapalam bar as a lawyer of enterprise and intellect. After practicing as a lawyer for about 9 years, his Lordship successfully cleared the municipal selection test. His Lordship began his 3 decades-long judicial career on being appointed as Municip at Neyatankara on 26/1/1971. His Lordship later officiated as a Municip at Kottarakara and Irinjalakuda. His Lordship was also the presiding officer at the Land Tribunal for the districts of Malappuram and Palakkad. On 7/1/1982, his Lordship was promoted as a subordinate judge and was posted at Ernakulam. In 1984, his Lordship was promoted as a district judge and became the first district judge of the newly formed district of Pathanamthitta. His Lordship also later functioned as additional district judge Thodupuzha, additional district judge Thrissur, and as special judge and inquiry commissioner for vigilance and anti-corruption cases, Thrissur. His Lordship was subsequently posted as district judge Thiruvananthapuram. This honorable court saw the diligence and dexterity of his Lordship as an administrator when he was the registrar of this honorable court from 1992 to 96. During those days, his Lordship ably led single-handedly a bar and litigant-friendly registry. In 1996, his Lordship became the principal district and sessions judge at Ernakulam and continued as such till his Lordship's elevation as a judge of this honorable court. His Lordship also functioned as the State Transport Appellate Tribunal during this time. His Lordship was sworn in as a judge of this honorable court on 14/1/1997. I had appeared before his Lordship as a lawyer in multifarious cases of varied nature. His Lordship was equally at ease in dealing with all sorts of cases, including civil, criminal, and constitutional matters. His Lordship was amiable to the bar, listened patiently to the counsel arguing on either side, and decided the list before him dispassionately, swayed only by considerations of law and justice. His Lordship believed in being respected for giving respect. His Lordship never refused adjournments sought due to unavoidable and compelling circumstances. His Lordship's courtroom, sans any compromise on decorum, was always buoyant on account of his great sense of humor. His Lordship's panache for timely, humorous retorts from the bench is well known. That his Lordship's jovial remarks always sapped the mood inside his courtroom, only dosing the heat of the arguments. He is best evidenced by the fact that his jocular quotes are still popular among the members of this bar. His Lordship was simplicity and humility personified. His distaste for official paraphernalia and loath to formal trappings are well known. We used to see him after court hours walking around the city clad in a single dhoti with a cloth bag in his hand and making purchases for his family from small shops. His Lordship was a strong votary of the principle that seeking for and meting out justice was not limited to the 4 walls of a courtroom, This is thus exemplified by the fact that he was also part of the popular protest that took place in his residential locality against improper garbage removal by the authorities concerned. His Lordship demitted office as a judge of this Honourable Court on attaining superannuation on 13/6/2001. His Lordship spent his last days at Pungunnam, Thrissur. His Lordship is survived by his wife, Dr. D. Savitri, daughter Sita, and son-in-law Laljit. His Lordship's daughter and son-in-law are settled at London. I share the grief of His Lordship's family over His Lordship's demise and offer my condolences. May His Lordship's soul rest in peace.
Honorable Mr. Justice Ashish Jitendra Desai, Chief Justice, High Court of Kerala, Honorable Judges of this Honorable Court, Advocate General Sri K. Gopalakrishna Kuru, Deputy Solicitor General Sri S. Manu, Additional Advocate General Sri K.P. Jayachandran, and Sri Ashok Mcheria, Director General of Prosecution Sri T.A. Shaji, Additional Director General of Prosecution Sri Gracious Kuriakos, State Attorney Sri N. Manoj Kumar, Senior Advocates Association President Sri N. N. Sugunabalan, Senior Central Government Standing Council Taxes, Senior Advocate P.K. Ravindranatha Menon, Chairman of the Bar Council of Kerala Sri K. N. Anil Kumar, Secretary Rules Committee, High Court of Kerala Sri G. Unnikrishnan, the Secretary of the High Court Association Sri Anup Nair, Srimati P.K. Shantama, President Kerala Federation of Women Lawyers, respected senior lawyers, esteemed members of the bar, family members of Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, Registrar General and Registrars of the Kerala High Court, law officers of the state and central government, staff of this court, advocates, clerks, and my dear friends. We are passing through one of the saddest moments in the history of this honorable court while we pay tribute to Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, who has left us on his journey to the eternal world on 21/2/2024. On the occasion of welcoming His Lordship, late Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, on assumption of his office as additional judge of this honorable court, the then President of Kerala High Court Advocates Association, late Advocate S. Parameswaran, referred to the fairly long track record of His Lordship's judicial functioning with very fine judicial temperament, anxious concern to act justly and fairly, and his courtesy and patience in dealings with the bar. Those words spoken by late Advocate S. Parameswaran at the time of His Lordship's elevation stood true till His Lordship's demitted office. His Lordship, late Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, was born on 14/6/1939 at Ottapalam in Palakkad district and started his practice in the Ottapalam subcourt. His Lordship was appointed as Munsif in Neyyatingara on 26/1/1971, and thereafter His Lordship worked as Munsif in different places till 1/1/1982. On 7/1/1982, His Lordship was promoted as Sub-Judge Ernakulam. After working for roughly 2 years, in that capacity, His Lordship was promoted and posted as District Judge Pathanamthitta, where he worked from 2010-1984. His Lordship was then transferred and posted as Additional District Judge Thodupuzha, where he worked for around 3 years. Then His Lordship was posted in that capacity in Thrissur, where he worked for 1 year, and thereafter as Special Judge up to 21/2/1990. From 4/2/1990 to 27/5/1992, His Lordship worked as District Judge Thiruvananthapuram, and from 1/6/1992 to 31/1/1996, he worked on deputation as Registrar of this Honorable Court. From 31/1/1996 till his elevation, His Lordship was functioning as District Judge and State Transport Appellate Authority in Ernakulam. During his tenure, he had to deal with various interesting legal questions, including consumption of liquor inside a car parked along a public road, 1999-2 KLT 592, viewing pornography within the precincts of one's own residence, 1999-2 KLT 806, and the adventures in gaming, 1999-3 KLT 930, that summoning a copy of a relevant account would suffice to prove that accused had account in the bank in the context of Section 138 of Negotiable Instrument Act 1999 3 KLT 449. On the occasion of the full court reference held on 13th June 2001, on his retirement, the then Chief Justice, late Justice K.V. Usha, in her speech said, I quote, Justice Sankaranarayanan started practice at the Ottapalam Subcourt. Systematic study and methodical habits earned for him an early entry into the judiciary. He was appointed as Munshif and was posted at Neyyattingira, the cradle of civil litigations in Kerala, on 26/1/1971. There is hardly any area in the state where he has not served as a judicial officer, unquote. Old-timers would still recollect how late Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan, while he was the registrar of this honorable court, used to resolve the grievances of the members of the bar and officers of this court with a great human approach. References was made to his lordship's great sense of humor, witty monologues, his humility and piety at the time of the full court references held in this honorable court on his retirement. His lordship is survived by his wife, Mrs. Savitri, and daughter, Mrs. K. Sita. Justice K.V. Sankaranarayanan has left us forever, leaving behind a profound legacy of mesmerizing wisdom and cherished memories that will always be remembered. May I take this opportunity to request your lordship to direct the registry of this honorable court to convey our heartfelt condolence to the bereaved family. May his soul rest in peace.
As a respect to the departed soul, we shall now stand in silence for 2 minutes. The registry shall place on record and convey the condolence messages of the bar and bench to the members of bereaved family. Judicial work of the High Court shall stand suspended till 11 a.m. today.